Good afternoon. My name is Layla Danishmandi, and I'm the co-founder and COO of Encapsulate, a medtech company in precision diagnostics for personalized cancer therapy. The current process today in clinic, when a cancer patient is diagnosed, is to give a chemotherapy drug based on trial and error. The oncologist chooses a drug, the patient undergoes multiple rounds of chemotherapy with different drugs. The patients on average undergo 6 cycles that last more than 15 months and cost more than $150,000. Each ineffective, unnecessary round of chemotherapy progressively lowers the chances of the patient to find the right treatment. In a quarter of the cases, when the patient passes away, it's because of the side effects of chemo and not because of the cancer progression. At Encapsulate, we've developed an automated, patent-protected tumor-on-a-chip system where we take a cancer patient's cells from the initial biopsy, grow them outside the body in their native state, and test all the possible chemotherapy drugs at different doses and combinations to determine the most effective treatment for the patient before they begin treatment. We give this information as a report to the oncologist to guide them in their decision. The whole process takes 2 weeks, which doesn't extend the clinical timeline in decision-making. And with our technology, we can reduce treatment time by more than 10 months, reduce costs by more than $130,000 per patient, and save countless lives. To make the technology more adaptable for clinical implementation, we've developed an automation system through a partnership with NASA. We actually launched the technology onto the International Space Station last year, and we're able to remotely control all aspects of the experiments and testing and drug screening from Earth. We've achieved clinical validation on 60 cancer patients so far through retrospective and prospective studies. These are colorectal and pancreatic cancer patients. With the retrospective studies, it's interesting. These are patient samples from 5 to 10 years ago. The patients have already undergone treatment with different drugs. We were blind to the results. We grew those samples and we tested different drugs. And what we saw with our biochips was an exact replication of what had happened for the patients clinically all those years ago. Our focus right now is on pancreatic and colorectal cancer, although the technology is applicable to any type of solid tumor. And we're offering this as a lab diagnostic test to cancer institutes or hospitals that want to offer this service to their patients. Gradually, we'll evolve into licensing and device SaaS opportunities as well. To date, we've raised over $7 million. The majority of that, 4.9, has been through non-dilutive funding, namely through NASA and NSF. We have established clinical partnerships with cancer institutes such as Moffitt, MSK, UConn Health, and MGH. And today we're running large-scale clinical studies on pancreatic and colorectal cancer patients. This will help us get to clinical deployment of the technology, which is what we're targeting. We're launching our Series A towards the end of this year for $10 million. In addition to clinically deploying the technology in the cancer centers that I mentioned, we'll also be looking to launch this technology as a pharmaceutical drug development tool. This is our team. My co-founder and I started the company. We were both PhD students in biomedical engineering, and we have master's degrees in global entrepreneurship. And we're supported by a wealth of advisors that help us in different aspects of clinical, business development, and technical. If any of what I said today is of interest, please come up and talk to me afterwards. Specifically, if you have connections to cancer institutes or hospitals, we'd love to talk more. And taking note from the previous presenter, we're also hiring. So please come up and talk to me. We have a fabulous recent hire from Yale, so we would love to talk more to anyone in the audience. Thank you so much.